If you don't like having the bejesus scared out of you, this is simply not the place for you. No, this post belongs to the freaks who love a jump scare. Those who live and breathe for the monster that lived under their beds growing up, the tried and true fans of horror. The most anticipated 2021 horror movies that will scare everyone. Number 10, Escape Room 2, starring Taylor Russell, Logan Miller, Isabel Fuhrman, Thomas Carquel, Holland Roden, Carlito Olivero, and India Moore. The Scary Story, one of those fun but difficult escape rooms that you can do with friends. That, but with seriously deadly consequences if the puzzles aren't solved in time. Number 9, Candyman. Planned release date August 27, starring Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Teyona Paris, Nathan Stewart Jarrett, and Coleman Domingo. The Scary Story, a ghost story about a supernatural killer with a hook for a hand, haunts the housing projects of Chicago's Cabrini Green neighborhood. According to legend, the killer can be summoned by anyone who repeats his name 5 times into a mirror. This movie is a sequel to 1992's Candyman, and Jordan Peele co-wrote the screenplay. Number 8, Don't Breathe 2. Planned release date August 13, starring Stephen Lang. The Scary Story, the blind man is back and now he's adopted an orphan girl. Together, they're living in peace in his cabin until a group of criminals abducted the girl, forcing him to leave his cabin and venture out to find her. Number 7, The Forever Purge. Planned release date July 9, starring Ana de la Rega, Josh Lucas, Tina Cuerta, Levin Rambin, Will Patton, and Cassidy Freeman. The Scary Story, following the abolition of the Purge in the last movie in the franchise, a couple finds themselves stranded in Texas and terrorized by a group of strangers determined to keep the Purge going. Number 6, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Planned release date June 4, starring Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, Rory O'Connor, Sarah Catherine Hook, and Julian Hilliard. The Scary Story, the film in the Conjuring franchise, focuses on a murder suspect who becomes the first person to claim demonic possession as their defense in court. Number 5, Spiral. Planned release date May 21, starring Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson. The Scary Story, this is the 9th installment in the Saw franchise and focuses on police detectives investigating the gruesome murders only to find themselves at the center of the killer's game. Number 4, Last Night in Soho. Planned release date April 23, starring Anya Taylor-Joy, Thomasin Harcourt McKenzie, and Matt Smith. The Scary Story, a fashion-obsessed girl travels back in the 60s where she meets some of her idol but realizes that things aren't what they seem. This feels like a moment, no? Number 3, A Quiet Place Part 2. Planned release date April 23, starring Emily Blunt, Cillian Murphy, Millicent Simmons, Noah Jupe, Jimon Hansu, and John Krasinski. The Scary Story, the Abbott family continues their fight against the noise-sensitive aliens and are forced to venture into the unknown beyond the safety of their farm. Number 2, Morbius. Planned release date March 19, starring Jared Leto, Matt Smith, Adria Arjona, Jared Harris, Al Madrigal, and Tyrese Gibson. The Scary Story, this Marvel movie, yup, Marvel, is about a brilliant scientist with a rare blood disease who tries to cure himself but ends up turning himself into a vampire, basically. Number 1, The Vigil. Planned release date February 26, starring Dave Davis, Minash Lustig, Maki Goldman, Fred Melamed, and Lynn Cohen. The Scary Story, a young man spends a scary night fulfilling a ritualistic vigil over a dead body. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I am sure that you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.